What is the market outlook for property investors and developers in 2020? In this series of 5 videos, I'm joined by 4 renowned property experts, and in each video, each expert will share with you their predictions for what the 2020 property market has in store for you. This is a must-watch. And you're going to want to be taking some notes and sitting down with a cup of coffee and watching all this series of 5 videos. Before we get started, remember, if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon, because we release new content each and every week, and everything is dedicated to helping you be more successful in property. Also, smash that like button, it really helps us out on YouTube, and also comment down below whether you agree or disagree with what's being said. Comment and let us know. In part 2 of this 5-part series, we're joined by Fiona Talbot. Fiona Talbot runs Atus Group up in Cambridge. She's been investing and developing residential and commercial properties for the last 2 decades, really. She runs a significant portfolio. She also runs some businesses, including a sports bar as well. So you're going to want to listen to her predictions on what 2020 has in store for property investors.
I don't consider myself a political pundit or, someone like Rod that puts a lot of his opinions on politics, economics, all that kind of stuff online. So, what am I doing here? I'm a director of a property company. We have a very large balance sheet. I've been going for 21 years, actually, and my parents were landlords. So I've been in this business for quite a while, right from when I was young. What am I doing with my property company over this next period? So I think that's possibly maybe beneficial for me to talk about. So, and just so many things whirling around in my head, the cost of debt at the moment. So I refinanced £5 million worth of debt, part of my debt, in September, and I got 3.19% with Foundation Home Loans. Actually, I rinsed them out. My part actually ended, I filled up the cup, so to speak. And I thought that was an amazing rate. 5 years fixed at 3.19. I thought that was good. I'm also getting, I also got a residential mortgage too in this last month with Coventry Home Loans. 2.6% fixed for 10 years, might have been 2.68. For 10 years fixed, 85% loan to value. These are some very, very good low rates. Obviously, when we're looking at the cost of debt, that gives us traction in the market too. Because I'm going out there going, do I wait? Is there going to be a gapping down? I call rather than a correction. What's happening. But I'm now looking at deals on a case-by-case basis. If I can buy a deal and it'll yield for 6 or 7%, strong single-let yield for my area, it's not London, it's not up north, I get both capital growth and some yields, but I'm paying the right price for that asset, and my cost of debt is good, and I'm getting cash flow. You know what? If it's 5% cheaper next year, I'll have got that net profit for that period as well. So I'm sort of mixing it all in. I've got 4 deals going through at the moment. 4. One just completed. It was a selling landlord. It was a city centre flat. I got it for a cracking price off a selling landlord. Doing a small refurbishment. It's going to yield 6.7%, which is amazing in my area for a single let. Really easy to maintain, but that was a selling landlord. I'm buying another flat, which is a divorcing couple. It was on for 160. I got it for 140. The other thing to say is these 2 properties are very, very rare. They don't come on the market. They're right behind one of the main streets in my city, and I'm seeing sort of, you talk about less stock maybe being put on the market. I'm seeing landlords offloading stock that I've not seen in quality time before for a while. I'm doing a city centre house as well. Absolutely amazing. It's B&V by about probably 20 to 25%. That was direct from a developer. A property investment company, different one in my area, messaged me on LinkedIn while I was in my Mad Area retreat recently and said, I need to shift this. It's a 3-bed, said the price, I knew straight away it was a bargain. I arranged to see him on the Monday, agreed the deal straight away, we're in process at the moment. And it's because he's building 5 houses and his builder's gone bankrupt. So he needs some cash quickly. So I'm closing on it for cash and then I'll sort it out in a bit. And I've just agreed on Tuesday a pub. So that deal I talked about, I've closed it, I've agreed it. Fantastic. Below bricks and mortar value, Karen knows as well, I told her about it on Friday at Partners in Property. Below bricks and mortar value, absolutely, they've not claimed capital allowances available to claim, 15-year, commercial lease. I'm not waiting, I'm doing these deals. Each of these deals are an absolutely fabulous deal. They all work, they all cash flow, they're where I'm getting finance, the debt is affordable, management of them are good, they fit my model, got opportunity to optimise on 3 of the 4 deals. So I'm still moving forward, because otherwise I think I could just get paralysed into inaction if I sat too long and just waited for, is Corbyn going to get in? Well, you know what? Mayhem and challenge is actually good for business for me. I'm a property company, so it's fine. I've got my team, I've got the way I operate, all my blueprint, everything like that. I understand what it is that I'm doing, where I'm going, how I finance my stuff, how I manage my stuff. So I've got my house in order, so to speak. And I think that, what am I trying to say here? I think as property investors, or business people in general, you should always be forward looking at the challenges and thinking, what could go wrong? How can I pivot? If Corbyn gets in, right, what's my pivot? What do I need to be aware of? If if we leave the EU, right, what's my pivot? What am I aware of? What am I worrying about here? And always keep a layer of sort of protection around you. In my property company, what does that look like? It looks like me being tapped into the market, understanding what's going on, talking to my peers. I'm lucky enough to have a great peer group in the property world. There's a lot of good people out there, like people here today. And some of my friends are in the audience here as well. We keep communicate with each other, keeping cash. I keep unencumbered assets I can access if I need to. I can put charges on to do deals. I make sure that my finance is affordable rates. I personally prefer fixed rates. Don't always go for 5 years. I look at it on a case-by-case basis. Keep my stock well managed. Don't have my debt at high leverage amounts, and I just try and look at this whole next period in 3D and try and think how, I think of it like a tanker out at sea. Is there going to be one of them random waves coming at me? Is there going to be a hole blown in the bottom of my boat? Are my crew all on board? Do they understand where we're going? Are they all healthy? Am I healthy? All that sort of stuff. So in terms of things like climate change, I'm Australian, so we're always very interested in the environment. I would probably invest in land in North America, because if you read the reports, that's one of the areas that's going to be the least affected by climate change, so it's probably going to see a lot of immigration over these next 10, 20 years. And if you go on the website like I do, and look at land, these random sites, 500 acres for 200K, I was thinking, we might do that actually. So I'm not too hung up on things like how that's going to affect my portfolio at the moment. But again, every month I've got a board advisor I work with, and we do have a part of what we work through together each month is what's the challenges and risks to our business, and that gives me a chance to think, what are my challenges and risks? If Corbyn gets elected, how is that going to influence? It may create some unsettlement. Actually, again, back to that's good for business, because I'm a value investor. Am I getting a good rent? Am I paying a good debt price on that asset? Have I got opportunity to optimise? Can I get capital allowance claims like in this pub that I'm buying? It's magic. It's dreams of property investor dreams are made of when you say, you claim capital allowances and they don't even know what capital allowances are. So I think I've taken that's 6 minutes. So you're free to ask me questions in the break or in the panel.
If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you're not a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Subscribe, hit the bell icon. As soon as we upload, we'll let you know. And enjoy these. They're all dedicated to helping you be more successful in property. Happy investing!